All right, this is a take 2. Welcome to the first episode of the Truth Podcast with myself, KStraW, and
Ark.
And also we have special guest Jay in the house. Say what's up, Jay.
How y'all doing tonight?
It is tonight. It is
both. It's both.
Yes.
It's still gonna turn it tonight.
We'll take it. I'll take it. So we're gonna do basically opinions and critiques on Prince's music, also the figures in his life. We're coming to you live. I get whatever. It's not live.
We'll say live.
This is
but
live.
Then it will be recorded afterwards.
It is live right now. But yeah, we're going to do opinions on people in his life and just interesting topics in the Prince world, because there's always something interesting.
I mean, there's so many like subjects connected with Prince. The associates, the proteges, influences, early beginnings, present day, and then the fans, like their opinions, which always changes periodically.
It changed. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know.
Prince fans are so. I mean, they're just like Prince is. They're pretty emotional.
Very much so. Yeah.
And whatever. So I'm going to we're going to start this first episode off with Pepe Willie.
Yes, New York native, landed in Minneapolis in the mid '70s.
Well, why don't you kick it off? Who Pepe Willie is, and
well, Pepe is part of a group 94 East. Came to Minneapolis in the mid '70s. Started helping Prince, Morris Day, Andre Simone develop their songwriting skills and teaching them about the business and studio recordings. I mean, it's really interesting how his history with Prince is like really not mentioned very often, So, I'm thinking, I mean, it's weird. It's weird. Pepe, he'll mention it to you if you don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, just off the top.
I wonder if he's like. I wonder if he's like that.
I think so.
If he's like,
yeah, he'll let you know. But I mean, really, I think his story should kind of be talked about, So I guess that's why we're here.
He's
Pepe.
He's not exactly just out of the completely out of the blue. Now he was he learned about the music business in Brooklyn. This is coming from Pepe Willie's page at pepemusic.com. He was a gopher and a valet for Little Anthony and the Imperials. His uncle Clarence Collins was an original member of the band, and
that's interesting.
And they did some good joints. They
had some classic songs.
Yeah, and Willie got to hang out with the greats of the '60s, along with Smokey Robinson, the Supremes, Chubby Checker, Marvin Gaye, a whole bunch of people.
He also did a symphony for one of the Little Anthony and the Imperial songs. Did you hear about that?
He did what?
He did a symphony for him. I conducted a symphony. In one of their recordings, it was on the actual interview.
Oh wow! Oh okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you listened to it or not.
Yeah, that one interview I did listen to, the one with the Arkansas guy. Was he in
Wisconsin? Was he in Wisconsin? I don't know
where he was from.
I don't know where he was from.
I don't know where he was from at all. But he was. We're doing good. He was. He did a lot of stuff. He obviously did a lot of stuff. He was in the business quite a bit. He was. He got to hang out with a lot of people, and so he went to Minneapolis in the '70s, and he married Prince's cousin.
Oh yeah.
Chantel Manderville, and
he definitely brings it up quite often.
He brings it up all the time. And he had the opportunity to hear an audition by Prince's band, Grand Central Station.
Which Morris Day was in.
And,
yes.
And Andre Simone. And so this is where Prince and Pepe first encounter each other. Pepe then formed his own band, 94 East, and he signed with Polydor in 1977, and he used Prince and Andre as side musicians.
And they definitely was killing it on those recordings, man.
But before that, he got in the studio with Pepe and did some songs at a studio in Minneapolis, the Cookhouse 5, and they did a lot of those songs. And that was where Prince got some of his first recording experience.
Yeah.
Which is a very big. That's a very big look. Prince was only 15.
Yeah, he was young. Yeah, they was like 15, 16 at the time.
15, 16 years old, and
Pepe was basically saying like he was really surprised how quick they just was on it.
He was on it.
Yeah,
he was on it early, and
yeah.
So he played with him. He played with him on the record, and Prince got his first taste of studio time. Then a label deal in 1977. And around that time, he did some more studio work with
94 East.
With 94 East,
mm-hmm.
And they recorded. Well, they recorded a lot of songs. Right?
Yeah, a lot of stuff, I guess, for their demo. If I'm not mistaken,
he recorded. What did he record here? He definitely recorded "If You See Me." It's just, I think it was called "If You See Me," which later became. Do Yourself a Favor. That became that song. Also,
what about Just Another Sucker? Was that 78 or was that 77?
I believe that was 77. I mean, I think everything was recorded in 77.
Okay.
Also, I found out One Man Band Jam was not
all Prince.
That was not all Prince.
It wasn't all Prince. It was a disco song beforehand.
Actually, I don't think it was Prince. I think it was Tony.
Some guy from Main Ingredient. Is that who it was?
Yeah, I think it was Tony Sylvester, man.
Yeah, because actually I was on YouTube maybe last week and I saw the original version of that. It was a disco song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it. Well, so I mean,
but the version with Prince, claiming it was Prince, it was really crazy. It was nice.
We're going to get back to that because that's
it could be an updated remix.
That is, once again, that's one of the reasons why we are even talking about this.
Indeed.
Is because we there's a lot of questions. All right, so then what happened then? So then Prince decides to go in the studio, do his first record. He's starts a crazy time for Prince. He releases the record. Soft and Wet becomes pretty much a minor R&B hit
on the charts. Yeah,
on the charts on the R&B charts. And then Pepe helped Prince produce his first concert at the Capri Theater in North Minneapolis. And of course, Pepe says he says it somewhere that after that.
That's interesting though that he did that for his first performance.
He did that for his first performance, and it's just kind of weird. But it's just kind of weird that he says he was like and the rest is history.
Yeah,
he's like, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
That's it. Yeah.
No, because that concert didn't go well. That concert didn't go.
I think Warner Brothers didn't want to put him on the road, if I'm not mistaken.
They didn't.
It wasn't ready. They said it wasn't ready at all.
Prince was devastated from that, but Pepe doesn't. He didn't put it that way.
Yeah.
But whatever. Pepe see it Pepe way. Pepe assisted Prince in trying to find management after Prince broke up with his initial manager, Owen Husney.
Yeah.
And Pepe also did a little bit of security.
Wow.
For Prince.
That's an obscure fact.
Yeah, he did some top flight security for Prince.
Was it Pepe by himself or was it other people? 94 East. Just Pepe?
I don't think it was Pepe. 94 East was two women.
Yeah, but still though, three.
They were not. Those women are very demure women. They're very nice, very nice ladies. So that's okay. So you think the Pepe story ends there? Pepe's story does not end there. Then after that, let's see. There was a single. Pepe ends up doing stuff with Polydor. He did a song called 1015, and he did another song written with Hank Cosby, who wrote My Sherry Amore with Stevie Wonder. And
did he do Fortune Teller? Was that another one he did? Fortune Teller?
Mm-hmm. That's the one. That's what I was talking about. Okay. Fortune Teller. And then they brought in another guy to do the vocals on on the song
Colonel Abrams.
Colonel Abrams. They let him do it on I guess on that song Fortune Teller. But Polydor basically never really released anything with 94 East.
He got shelved. Yeah,
because Hank Cosby was fired, and the single was never released. No 94 East records.
It makes you wonder
released.
what impact 94 East would have had on the industry.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, it definitely makes you wonder. We might have to. We might come back to that.
Get deep into it later on.
We'll get deep into it later on. We know a couple of the joints, but that we could talk about today. We could talk about "Do Yourself a Favor," which I feel like is Pepe's like best joint. That's like his best song. Like it's a good song. It's got like a sweet melody to it. It's laid back. And Pepe's vocals, I mean, are great.
It's on point.
On
Yeah,
that song.
It's on point.
He's got real mellow, like sweet vocal. I mean, I love his vocals, and that was his best song. I mean, that was his best song.
Definitely.
And I think it was his best song because Prince recorded his own version of it in 1982.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
he recorded his own version of it.
Did he ever put that out? Or is it unreleased?
Yeah, I don't think he ever put it out.
Yeah.
No, he didn't put it out. But Jesse Johnson did put it out. He also put it out on his own album on
Shockadelica? Is that what it is?
He put it on he put it on the Shockadelica album
on the B-side.
And he put it on the B-side of Jesse Johnson's single "Love Struck," which I haven't heard that song.
That's crazy. Pepe is always involved with the Minneapolis scene.
He was heavily involved to the point of supposedly he basically helped rescue Morris Day from poverty.
That story he told on the interview.
He said that he basically, Morris Day, when he was down and out after
Purple
Rain.
Yeah.
Morris Day and Prince were on the outs because they were fighting over. I think it was just coming to a head. Yeah, just coming to a head.
And Prince had cut off his money and his management, and accounting, and he really didn't have anything. So he called up Pepe, and
Morris Day's management was basically Prince's management,
which is crazy,
which was bad. So
right.
He did. That means he had no real management, really.
So Pepe really acted as Morris Day's manager at that point.
Yeah, he became his acting manager. He basically Morris Day called him up and said, "Pepe, I need your help, Pepe." And
Pepe came to the rescue and set up with Warner Brothers and
came to the rescue, and got money for Morris, and had Morris show up in a limo and to the Purple Rain premiere, and that helped Morris out.
Wow, that story probably would have never been told.
I don't think ever. I don't know. Yeah,
because Morris Day never even mentioned it. Of course he wouldn't anyway.
Well,
you never know.
Well, that's okay. So then Pepe. Not sure what happens to Pepe in the late 80s. There's not much.
I think they were saying he was re-releasing some of the earlier 70s work with Prince in the 80s.
Did that happen?
I think it did happen. It might be on the set. Not really sure. I think around 86.
You're right.
87.
You're right. Okay, so around 86, it was released. It was released
in Japan and England.
So he released the first compilation to come out with Prince's early material, or actually not even really early material, but basically it's really just the first recordings of Prince. First recordings. It's called Minneapolis Genius. Released in 1986 and released in Japan and England in 1987. Now, he also repackaged these songs. And
released it in the 90s?
And released it in the 90s and added some more songs. Or did he add a couple more songs? And
I think he did, yeah.
And then he also he's re-released these songs a lot.
But it seemed like he was adding some new textures to the sounds. We got to get into that.
So okay. It's like that's the confusing thing about Pepe. It's just like how much is he trying to rip off Prince, or is he really just trying to share? Is he trying to share the genius or his
the beginnings
94
of Prince?
East?
Yeah, so